Hey guys, how's it going? Owners here, and welcome to a new Assetto Corsa career mode. So after we have completed Novice Series 1, we're now gonna go to Novice Series 2. We're gonna get a little bit more serious here. So how many medals have we won here? 3 gold, 2 silver. But now it's time for Novice Series 2. And well, here we go. This is the schedule here. A lot of BMW driving. If not all BMW driving, it is indeed. Every single challenge here is in a BMW. And we're ending with a Z4 GD3 in the end, so we're gonna get a little bit more hardcore at the end of this. But first of all, we're gonna do a time attack here. So gold medal, 3000 points. Let's do it. Okay, so here we go. Time for a time attack. I think it was 3000 points, which was worth the gold medal. So let's go with 20 liters of fuel, and well, let's just have a go, I guess. So first thing I notice is that my pedals are not working. Hang on. I see now that the USB is not entirely plugged in. Let's see if it picks it up. If it doesn't, I'm gonna restart, and it looks like I need to restart. Yep, apologies about this. I will restart and be back. Okay, so the USB was indeed not plugged in the right way. It is now though. Rebooted the game, resetted the game. We're good to go now. So, first thing which I noticed, which I wanted to say, is that this one has flippers, you know, behind the wheel, so I don't have to use the H shift. That's the first time actually in this whole career mode. So I think this is the Z4, not a GD version or something like that, just the Z4. Nice sound. Let's see what we can do. So around the Nurburgring, only problem is that I don't know if it's the full layout, but we'll discover that soon enough, I guess. I can break away later than that. Very good brakes. Oops, that was a complete failure. Oh, they're pretty strict on the track limits there. I like that. I like that. But we do need to keep it in mind though. Pretty nice car, I must say. Drives pretty well. Sound is good. That's more like it. The grip is quite nice. Even though it are just 3 tires, the grip is definitely there. Oh dear. That was a poor corner. It was a poor first sector in general. It's indeed not a full layout. We're going to the right here. And that's another failure. Couldn't see the corner. I'm gonna reboot because that was a very, very bad first sector as well. Sorry about the fail. Very sorry. That's what I usually get with Assetto Corsa though. When I have played some other games, I need to get back into Assetto Corsa. It is quite a big difference for me, for some reason. It really does take me a little bit of time to get used to it. Okay, second gear is a better idea through turn 1. But you can extend that corner, alright. Where's the sense in that? Wow, 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 wow. I can carry a lot more speed into these corners. It really feels like I'm super slow. But it's weird because I got so much understeer there. What the hell? It just feels like I'm driving really, really slow. But then when I try to push, it suddenly becomes a car which is full of understeer. Very weird, hard to handle. Very hard to handle. Slow the car down, that was more like it. Wow, this car feels so slow. But I cannot... It's probably me, don't get me wrong. I just cannot really get any quicker. Without, you know, actually picking up the understeer. We'll see anyway. So, let's park about here. And down to second. Carry a bit more speed into it this time, that's better. Wow, there's like a point below about 60 kilometers an hour where the car just grips. So if you slow the car down from 70 to 60, it understeers first. Then you reach this point which is around 60 kilometers an hour, and suddenly there's grip. Very hard to explain. You don't see it coming either. Very weird. Sorry about the noise there. Bit deep into this final chicane. To the final corner now. There. So that bit of understeer on corner entry, but then suddenly there's the grip. Anyway, that's one lap completed. Not very oversteery, this car. It leans more towards the understeer side than oversteer, which is a shame. Some people prefer understeer over oversteer. I think most people though prefer oversteer. So do I. I feel so slow, but I don't know if I am really. Just feel slow. Pretty good grip through that corner, which is a little bit weird because it goes downhill as well. It's quite high speed, but the grip is there. That's better. Take this curb. Could go early on the throttle, really no problems with oversteer or the back end stepping out whatsoever. There we go, just full throttle on the exit. Using all of the curb, using a little bit too much curb to be honest, but 3,000 points. We're about 2,000 now, but it started to get a little bit more tough. Spotting the tire there. There we go, that was a bit better. Used all of the track available. Oh shit. Oh, that was close. Don't want to get a penalty now. Hopefully we can make it to the finish line from here on onwards. 36 seconds. I don't know if we can make it. I hope so. If we do make it, we should get that gold medal. So we aren't that slow after all. I messed this chicane up. We might be able to make it. I think we will actually. Yeah, we will. Just about though. But we will. 1.8 seconds left. So, gold medal. Gonna keep on driving anyway, see how far we can come. See if we can get one more checkpoint. That was sweet. Could have had a better exit though. See, I'm getting a bit more used to it now. It's always the case with Assetto Corsa for some reason. Oh, that was not good. Not good at all. Take a lot of speed into this hairpin here. Take some kind of a V-line. Go back to the apex now and then throttle. Oh, first time. Had a bit of oversteer, but I think it was thanks to a bump. It's gonna be close for the next checkpoint. It should be around the corner here. Okay, it's not. It's about around the next corner then. Oh no, it was there. Okay. I don't think we're gonna make the next one. Hasn't been really a good lap either. I think it depends really on the final chicane, but I don't think we will make it. Here we go. No, at the lockup. Very, very poor. It was close, but in the end, not close enough. Anyway, that doesn't matter. 3600 points should be a gold medal. Let's get on to the next one, which should be a race in this car. Okay, here we go. We don't have a full BMW Z4 grid. Z4. I thought I saw some other cars in there, such as the M3. What is that on the left-hand side? That's a BMW as well. Yeah. It's a Z4, I believe, but in front of us is an M3, I think. Anyway, here we go, 4-lap race. Let's go. Wow, the AI for once having a pretty good start. But now they hold each other up, look at this. Makes it way too easy, of course. Let's join these guys in their battle. Oh, this guy on the back of his car has got some damage, I believe. I don't think it is the skin of the car. I do think that is damage. See if we can keep up with these guys. I don't want to start flat spotting my tire again, but seem to be struggling with that, you know. And I always have struggled with Assetto Corsa and braking. Don't know why. I personally find the point of, you know, maximum stopping power but not locking up, and maximum stopping power but locking up, I find that very hard to spot, and I don't know if it's in the force feedback or something like that, or if I just don't get a feel of the car right in the force feedback, but I just cannot spot that point. I've always had that. Yeah, that is definitely some damage. Good exit out of that corner. Tried to slipstream, but he has just more power, I think, in that M3 than I have in this Z4. He does have to brake though. You saw his brake lights coming up for that quick right-hander there. The only brakes very early. Flat spotting the tire, making the corner though here. So I got a tap on my rear from that BMW. Don't think that was my fault. I think I stick to the apex nicely there. He just turned in, but I was there. And that's first place. I think it's gonna be a boring race now, so I might as well cut this part out until the final lap of the race. I hope I don't forget it. If I do forget it, you will still hear me driving, I guess, but I think that yeah, I'm not going to forget it. So I'll see you as I have another lockup and the end of the race. Alright guys, welcome back. Final lap of the race. Nothing happened. Really, nothing happened. I only extended the gap. It's now 5 seconds, so indeed a pretty boring race. But I wonder if the AI is becoming stronger, you know, as you progress through the career. You would say yes, you know, that would make sense, but I'm not really sure. I do think so, of course, but that would make sense, but who knows? Or we are only in the Novice series, you know, second actually, to be a bit more precise, so yeah, you would expect that the AI isn't at its best then. Which I think is the case. But in the meantime, got a bit of the feel for this car a bit more. It's now doing a bit more what I wanted to do and what I expected will do. But again, it took me some time. To go too deep here, it's going to compromise my exterior heavily for this entire straight. To the chicane once more, very hard to get a braking right. As you can see here, completely messed it up, had another big lockup. But doesn't matter, 5 seconds ahead, so I think I'm feeling vibrations in the wheel now, thanks to that lockup. I am not sure, but I think it is thanks to that lockup. If that is thanks to the lockup, then it's nice. I don't know if iRacing has this. R Factor has it though, but R Factor though beats this game. Well, it kicks this game's ass in terms of force feedback and in terms of tire model. It really is amazing. But that's of course a different topic and a different story. Okay, it was actually a 1M which was chasing us, Stefano. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, next up is another race, the BMW M3 E30. A little bit of an older model, but a car which I do like a lot. It's the step 1 version, so I think that is like stage 1. Should give us a bit more power, if that's correct. Let's actually change the fuel a little bit here. Oh, I can actually change the tires now too. Go with slicks, of course. 4 laps, it's about 18 liters again. It's actually less than that, but let's be safe. Okay, so back to the gear shifter, or the H shifter rather. And here we go. I think I do like this car a little bit more than the Z4. Reason for that is that the rear end is a bit more slidey. Has the tendency to oversteer a bit more. But it's not quick in a straight line. Definitely not. We're still in last place here as we head down into turn 1 now though. Brakes are much sharper. That's something I immediately feel. Yeah, this car just does something which is more predictable. Something you expect a bit more, you know. It doesn't really feel like it has this point where if you go below a certain point, there's suddenly heaps and loads of grip. It doesn't feel like that in this car. This one is just smooth and nice. I like this car a lot more. Now on the inside here, that car braked very early. Up in, what is it, third probably. Change these cars ahead of us. I think they are quicker in a straight line, but not entirely sure. Look at that. Plenty of grip there. Plenty of grip here. Again, the turn-in is just smoother and better. I prefer this car, definitely. This car is much better. Yeah, they are quicker than me in the straight line, I believe. I think the gearbox didn't like that. Look at that. Wow, I'm astonished. Such a big difference compared to the other car. Able to brake so much later, take so much more speed into the corners. Unbelievable. But a lot better. Really a lot better. And now they pull away again, I should say. Down the straight here, they actually pull away quite a bit here. Look at that. And I still could brake way later than that. Pretty unbelievable. You seem to brake pretty early. keep that in mind. There they go. Braking early. Leave the door wide open. Go down the inside. A little bit of a tap there. Probably more or less a racing incident, but also a bit of my fault because I went into that corner a bit deeper than I expected, but nothing serious, of course. I mean, they leave the door wide open. They brake very early, so then you should not complain about me going for the gap there. Anyway, again in first position. I don't feel like cutting out now though, because this car is just such a pleasure to drive actually. And it's such a big difference, you know. So much more grip, so much more turning. It's a different world really. Also the stopping power from the brakes is huge. You brake very late, I feel like. See that? I think I can brake in between the it's too much curb there, in between the 100 and 150 meters. The gearbox doesn't like it sometimes when I shift down. I'm very sure it is thanks to the heel toe braking. I haven't done any heel toe braking in a very long time. Well, at least no proper heel toe braking. So yeah, sometimes messing the clutch up a little bit while doing the heel toe braking. For some reason this car doesn't really oversteer. Don't know why. Felt on the exit there. Is the traction control enabled? Oh, it's not. Well, it feels like traction control almost. Bit of moment there on corner entry. Up to third. What amazes me is that we haven't gone quicker than the what is the Z4 we drove before. I think that car was in the 150s. Okay, we're on a much better lap now though, but still, it's not there. It's a big difference in feel, but apparently not in lap time. Might be thanks to straight line speed being a little bit different. I don't think this car has the best straight line speed in the world, which could explain it. Feels so incredibly late, you know, braking at that point, but it's not. But it is so early because you compare it to the car you have driven before, you know, and that is the Z4. There we go. It should be a 49. It will be a 49. There we go. 49.7 and one more lap to go. Can I see anyone in my mirrors? Nope. It's a pretty big gap. 7 seconds. So indeed. Take a late apex. You always want to do that really in this corner, because you will open up this corner a bit better then, because you take more speed into the corner and more speed onto that very little straight which is in between the corners. Some people will go with an early apex. I like to go with a late apex there. Take a little bit of a wider entry line. Keeps flat spotting the tires though, even in this car. It's very clear that I usually have a pretty aggressive driving style. Pretty aggressive on the brakes as well. But this is a bit extreme here with the flat spots. Two tenths down. I remember we had a average final sector last time, so I'm not sure whether we will be able to improve on that. Let's brake late. Still making the corner. Wow. Made up those 2 tenths almost there. It's all about this final corner here. Let's try it. Take a lot of entry speed. compromising my exit speed a little bit. So it's gonna be close, and I lost it. Yeah. Shifted up too early to gear 3. I should have focused more on exit speed there anyway. Anyway, that's it. Race is over. First place, a huge gap to car number 2, about 10 seconds I believe. Oh, it's even more. 11. Wow. 11.8. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I think it's a time trial, but we'll see. Okay, this time we are driving another BMW. Of course, all BMWs here in this series. It's actually a race, so not a time trial as I expected. It's a newer M3 model. It's the E92. So it's a race. And which track is it actually? I don't know. Fuel 18 liters standard. Here we go. Oh yeah, what I always find fascinating in this car is I think you can drive this car with the gear shifter, with the 8 shifter. Let's see. Oh no, it's not the 8 shifter. I thought it was the 8 shifter. There is a BMW. I don't know if they just patched it or something like that then, because I thought it was this one, but I might be wrong. Look at that straight line speed, by the way. It's again a Nurburgring. There was this BMW which had these flippers, which you see behind the wheel, but you had to use the 8 shifter in order to shift. That's more like it. I don't know whether it's this one, and they just simply patched it, or whether it was another BMW. Anyway, newer M3 model. Feels a bit more powerful. So we start with the flat spotting already. The rear end is a bit more loose, as I said. I prefer that. I prefer that a lot more. Just get on the power early, let the back end slide out. We'll see how this one compares to the Z4 and the older model, the E30. I'm handling this car a bit too aggressive at the moment. Should calm down a little bit more. As you can see, they extended the track. I'm still gonna keep on going anyway. So, well, let's have a little bit of a battle here, shall we? I mean, it has been a bit too easy the last couple of challenges. Let's see how the brakes are. Not good. Wow, another big difference here. Stable front end. And a responsive front end. But the brakes are not that great. Especially not compared to the E30 we just drove in. So let's brake a little bit earlier for this first hairpin here. That was about right. Could have maybe braked a little bit later, but I would say that was about the right time to brake. Anyway, we do need to try and catch up. Flat spot. Okay, so it was 4 seconds before. Visually it looks like it's a bit less than that now, so I think we're starting to close them down, which we need to do so. This one seems a bit more tough. Of course, we've had that penalty which slowed us down last lap in this corner here. Okay, so this is a really important corner. You wanna carry a lot of speed onto the straight here, of course. It leads onto the straight, that corner. Important to take a little bit of a late apex in order to get early on the throttle. Sorry about the wheel noise. That's more like it. Brake about at a 150 meter board. Bit more oversteer, and visually you can see the gap has come down. So that's good. If this car had better brakes, it would be a very nice car. 145.6, significantly faster than the other cars. I really like oversteery cars, rather. I just like it so much to correct the car, let it slide a little bit. So we've joined this battle here. Let's see what we can do. Maybe pass them at the end of the straight. It all depends on that one corner there, which goes to the right and downhill. If we can nail that, have a good exit, might be able to overtake these guys here. It's this corner here. So take a late apex. Oh, messed it up on the grass. Still somehow managed to get some kind of a decent exit. Not the best though, of course. That's our overtaking opportunity. Probably wasted, although we pick up the slipstream a little bit here. He doesn't go defensive, so we go to the inside, brake late. And we even take almost 2 there. Gonna have to brake a bit harder there. As there's that car, which is right now in front of me, had the right there to turn in. I was alongside him enough. Otherwise it would have been a massive dive bomb and it would have been my fault if we made contact. Thank God we have another lap to go, so another lap where we can try to pass this guy. Slipstream seems to be quite effective. He locks up. You saw that? Big lock up from him. So we go for the undercut here, get early on the throttle. And indeed he leaves the door wide open now. Got early on the throttle, carried more speed towards this corner down the inside. Keeps it around the outside though, nice! That's what we want to see. Nice stuff. Then he brakes very early though. Ooh, a little bit of a frame drop there. Apologies about that. There we go. I couldn't. I can't help it. That's the word. I just can't help it. I love it so much. Still not really nailing the apex there of that corner. Struggled with that corner all race long pretty much. Anyway, first position though, final lap. Another gold medal. I think we have one more challenge to go after this one, or 2, but I think 1. Over the curb. Over this curb. He needs a little bit more power. Just a little bit more to get the drift or the slide going a few times, a few seconds longer sometimes. There we go. See, just needs a little bit more power there. Anyway, I'm not going to complain. First place. Let's go on to the next challenge straight away, as that one also seemed pretty easy because I also had a penalty there. So I'll see you on the next one. Okay, a new challenge, pretty similar though to the previous ones. Again, the Nurburgring Grand Prix, another race against the AI, but this time in a different car, the 1M. And this actually might be the car which was H shifter. Well, you need to use an H shifter, but it has actually flappers. Flappers, how do you actually call them? Just, you know what I mean, the gear up and down behind the wheel. No, it's not this car, I think. Okay, never mind then. I think they patched it. Oh wow. Engine not liking that. This one straight away seems very, very powerful. Why is the engine so unhappy? Because it's overheating or something? Oh, I thought he was going to go to the inside, but suddenly on the braking went to the left hand side. Oh yes, 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 see, I get so happy when that happens. Yeah, this is that little bit of power where I was talking about before, you know. To keep these slides going, you need an extra bit of power, and this car has it. But I need to be careful though, that I don't turn it into a drift show, because that is what I've been basically doing with the previous car. Oh, it's the full layout. Whoa, you saw that? That was a failure. I was already thinking, where are the curbs on the left hand side? But now I know why. They weren't there. Ooh, mistake. Thought the car would oversteer there, but it didn't. Actually went to the F1 GP around this track in 2011. Was sitting on the Schumacher chicane stand, which is in this corner here on the left hand side. I was right here on the left, right there. So let's have a little wave. Fortunately I don't have a face cam, so you can see me waving. Wait, let's race first before we make it into a drift show. Overtake this guy, make sure we get P1. It's 3 laps this time, so not 4 laps. Could have had a better exit out of that corner. Why is the engine so unhappy the whole time? I must have damaged it at the start and it still has this damage. Down the inside. Leaves the door again wide open. So we take it. Now that we're in first, I hope you guys don't mind that we turn it a little bit more into a drift show. Just a little bit more. Because I'm probably going to fail, and I don't want that, so I'm not gonna go flat out, because I don't want to lose this first position, of course. But these races are all pretty, you know, pretty easy. They're not that difficult. To the well, what is it there? AstroTurf. Don't know what it is, but it makes the car very, very slippery. Okay, that was not a good idea. And even this car, out of slow corners it's fine, but medium speed corners, it's not really that slidey. Is this the perfect car though for drifting, to be honest? Perfect weight distribution, perfect balance, look at that. But also just lacks a little bit of power, you know? If you really want to keep the slide going. But of course a lot of cars actually, well, a lot of cars, few cars in the Assetto Corsa have the drift stage. Whoa, whoa, that is way too deep. Got lucky then didn't get a penalty there. Yeah, the weight distribution of this car is very nice. The rear end feels very, very good. But as I said, I like a car which has a loose rear end. Having a loose rear end can also help you go quicker around the corners, because the front end is usually a bit more responsive. I always see it like some kind of a snake. This might be very weird as we have one more lap to go. I'll explain this a little bit. I see it as a snake. It's weird, but it's true. So I see a car sometimes, you know, as a snake, because when you have a long snake, okay, so let's say a meter long or stuff like that, you know, pretty long snake. Of course, there are snakes which are a lot longer than that, a lot longer, but it doesn't matter. Just for this example, we have a 1 meter snake, and that snake is going to the left. Like making a corner to the left, okay? So like 90 degrees to the left. Because it is a pretty long snake, it will take him quite a bit of time for the rear end, for the rear part of his body, that is then, to actually rotate around that corner as well. I don't know if it makes any sense what I'm saying right now. With a shorter snake, however, his rear part of his body will actually, of course it's a shorter snake, but thanks to that it will also have a better rotation around that corner, the apex of the corner, if you know what I mean. It's very hard to explain. I guess the best example is just a bus, you know. A bus is long, takes corners, has to take corners very wide, and that is how I usually see a car. And of course I'm not talking here about car length, but car feel. You know, cars which understeer, for me they feel like a bus or a long snake, but the cars which don't oversteer, or which don't understeer I should say, so have more oversteer, feels like a short car, because the rotation point is bigger on the apex, or smaller. Is it smaller or bigger? I can't visualize it in my head, but I am sure you guys know what I mean. And actually, the anti-roll bar can really help if you have oversteer, so a short snake, and turn it into a long snake by triggering the right settings. Anyway, that was a very weird story. Don't know why that suddenly came up in my mind, but I hope it makes all sense. First place, one more race to go in the BMW Z4 GT3, so that's a real race car. Let's see how we handle that one. I think it will be another race, so let's go. Okay, I was wrong again. This time it is a time attack. Whoa, you can actually tune this. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Just a few kilometers less. Slick, soft, few 20 liters, arrow. Put the rear wing down a little bit more. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go 4,500 points is worth a gold medal. Of course, this is a more race car, so you need to take a different approach with this one. Is ABS enabled? TC0? Probably not. And if it is enabled, I can turn it off, and it says actually off there, so no worries. You hear that? You heard that? It was a little bit of a weird noise. Anyway, a real race car has a lot of grip. It's gonna be difficult to get used to this, I think, because of the cars I was driving before, you know, normal road cars. That is, this is not a normal road car. Anyway, here we go. See what we can do. And I spun. A lot of grip. A lot of grip, of course. I have to get used to the grip levels. It's almost like understeer doesn't exist anymore in cars like these. Unbelievable. It turns in so well. Can carry so much speed into a corner. And even there, again, I was so amazed by the turn-in that it just turned in too early into the corner. I can take a lot more speed into those corners, and it still will just stick to the track, or glue to the track. Is it the full layout? Yes. I'm really confident to push here. There's almost no way you're going to lose the car. So much grip. Very responsive front end. Full throttle through here. Just about. That is a big difference through that corner. Because it is downhill, you now feel the car being pushed to the ground because of the drag. Amazing. Look at that. Just sticks to the track like glue. Very, very high grip. 4,500 points is the target. But we went with the soft tire, so they will wear out a little bit quicker, of course, than the medium tire. We'll see how long we can keep this pace up. And again. Don't know how I saved that, honestly. It was pretty ridiculous. Need to make up for that mistake though, because that definitely cost me time. That's more like a good exit. Carrying a lot of speed now towards this big hairpin. Carry a lot of speed into it, take a little bit of a V-line, go back to the apex and throttle. I find it much easier to avoid a flat spot in this race car. It actually makes sense, of course. It's pretty easy to lock your tires in a road car without ABS or stuff like that. Too late. Okay, so about 125 meters seems the best choice. Bit of oversteer. 3 seconds. Wow, we need to push. We need to push. That's more like it. Good exit. You can see now that I'm pushing, not really talking as much as I did before either. Just trying to push now as hard as I can. Good exit, use the exit curb onto the Schumacher S. Way too far off the apex. That was a mistake. Yet again too far off the apex, costing me time. And throttle. Use the exit curb again. Come on, want to keep on going. I think if we can make this checkpoint, we have 4,500 points. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna make that. Whew. Oh no, not 4,500 points. Shit. 67 more points. Okay. Come on, push. Here we go. Yeah, we should be able to make that. Yep. Nice. Too far off the apex. compromising my speed here. Wouldn't surprise me if that's the time throw over. I think tires are starting to go now, slowly as well. Sheesh, penalty. Oh well, if we didn't get it, we would have made it. Anyway, gold medal. I'm happy with that. We could have still keep on going. Of course, if I didn't make those mistakes earlier on, we still would have been able to go anyway. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I think gold medal here. We'll go on to the next series in the next episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, I would appreciate a like. And well, that is pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.